Are you interested in becoming a wedding planner? Over $72 billion is spent on weddings every year, so it's no surprise that couples are looking for people dedicated to making their special day perfect. This is where wedding planners come in. They take the ideas and concepts for weddings and turn them into reality. Today, we'll be looking at advice from several wedding planning experts to help you become a wedding planning extraordinaire. I'm Sissy, here with Jotform. Let's get started. Our first tip comes from Amy McCord Jones, the owner of Flower Moxie. Jones's most pressing tip is to secure an internship with an experienced wedding planner. In her time as a wedding planner, Amy has planned or serviced more than 600 weddings. She has also allowed many hopeful wedding planners to shadow her, but only one person actually went on to be a professional wedding planner. A lot of potential wedding planners are usually more interested in the creative aspects of the job, like styling shoots and creating mood boards. But that's only a fraction of what the job actually entails. When it comes to planning a wedding, there is a lot of communication that needs to be managed between the engaged couple, venues, and vendors. Wedding planners must be extremely organized in order to keep up with it all. According to Rob Alberti, the owner of Rob Alberti's Event Services, he is completely in agreement with Jones. With over 35 years in the wedding industry, Alberti agrees that there is no substitute for actual, real-world wedding experience. Once you have actually faced the numerous challenges that come along with being a wedding planner, you will be able to understand the pressure and responsibility of the role. Our next tip is to work in the service industry. This is a great way to build experience and ease your way into wedding planning. You can try things like catering, bartending, or waiting tables. While many people see being a wedding planner as a glamorous role, at its core, it's part of the service industry. You'll be working closely with caterers and working to serve the guests at the wedding. As a wedding planner, you must be able to anticipate someone's needs and maintain a high attention to detail, all the while constantly being on your feet. It is very physically demanding and involves a lot of multitasking and teamwork with both clients and vendors. Our third tip is to assess whether your personality truly suits the profession. Ask yourself if you are able to navigate hard conversations and set boundaries. Wedding planners have to deal with stressed and demanding brides, dicey family dynamics, flaky vendors, and unrealistic budget expectations. The way in which you handle tough conversations is crucial when it comes to wedding planning. You have to keep the vendor and client relationships intact despite conflict and disagreements. Focus on reaching a middle ground between the couple. According to Jumi Aluko, the lead coordinator and founder of Dooney Weddings, a high level of emotional intelligence is necessary in wedding planning. Weddings are very emotional experiences, and all the little things that you have to deal with will test your ability to remain balanced. Usually, the wedding planner ends up becoming the couple's therapist. It's important that you know how to manage relationships with empathy while not taking sides. Wedding planners also must have the ability to work in high-stress, fast-paced situations. While many jobs cite this as a requirement for their workplace, it is quite accurate for any wedding planning environment. You're going to be dealing with a lot of stressed-out bridal parties, and you'll have to make important decisions on the fly. Throughout the planning process, you're able to take your time with the decision-making. But come wedding day, you need to make decisions quickly and with multiple vendors waiting for answers. Next, focus on building relationships. It is vital that a wedding planner be a people person. It's the only way you'll make it over the long term in this business. You have to be personable and understand what your clients need. If you're good at what you do, then you can always hope for referrals from couples, but you can't expect them on principle. Instead, focus on creating a genuine connection with the couples you work with. People are more likely to refer you to someone else if they actually like you. Our next tip is to take into consideration the realistic work-life balance of wedding planning. After all, it won't be like your typical 9-to-5 job. This is a job where you'll be routinely working nights and weekends. Though this may seem extreme, it's the reality of the job. It's no surprise that most weddings take place over the weekend. It's when most people are off from work, and it works for out-of-town guests who need to travel for the event. Since you would be working many weekend events, you'd have to miss a lot of personal events happening on the weekend. While this job can be fulfilling, it can take a toll on your personal life. Next, be sure to create an online presence for yourself. Most brides will use Google to search for and locate wedding planners, so you'll need a website for your business. A professional website can make your business more accessible to potential clients, and you can promote your business via social media and other channels. Take the time to craft a compelling portfolio to properly illustrate your work and inspire clients to choose you. Our next tip is to join an industry association, as they can be very helpful when it comes to staying informed about the profession and networking. One great association is the Association of Bridal Consultants, or ABC. They offer training and certification, as well as state chapters that can enable you to network with other professionals in your area. They give future wedding planners the opportunity to shadow other wedding planners in the association and gain valuable experience and perspective. And our final tip is to try working for a venue before starting your own wedding planning business. Some people may want to strike out on their own as a wedding planner, but it's a much better idea to work with someone else first. It can be a great way for you to get some experience. A lot of wedding planners get their start in the industry by working for a venue before starting out on their own. This will also give you important knowledge on venue operations and catering. Now that you have the tips and tricks to start your wedding planning career, let's look at some tools that can help make your journey easier. You can use Jotform to fulfill all your wedding planning needs. They have plenty of wedding form templates like the Wedding Event Plan Questionnaire, a general wedding contract, a wedding inquiry form, and a wedding feedback form. You can also use Jotform tables to help you organize the information that you collect with each wedding planning form. Manage the wedding budget with itemized amounts for apparel, entertainment, catering, photography, and more. Plus, Jotform apps integrates all of the tools above with a wedding planning app to make things even more convenient. Okay, let's review. Becoming a wedding planner is no easy feat. We've compiled some tips to help you get started. First, intern with an experienced wedding planner to get some first-hand experience. Then, work a job in the service industry and assess whether your personality really suits the profession. Next, focus on building strong relationships with the couples you work with. Then, consider the work-life balance of wedding planning and how it may affect your personal life. Create an online presence for yourself so potential customers can see your work online before hiring you. Next, join an industry association and try to work for a venue before starting your own wedding planning business. If you're looking for tools to help support your efforts, Jotform has plenty of wedding planning forms to help make your life as a wedding planner easier. Thank you so much for watching today. I hope this video was helpful. I'm Sissy here with Jotform. Have a good one.